You know, it is 2016, and it's hard to believe, but President Obama is nearing the end of his 8th year in office, and you can really see the toll it's taken on him. Here he is in 2008, and here he is today. And our computer models predict that when he steps down next year, he will look like this. Please moisturize, sir. Moisturize. And the president's time in office has taken an emotional toll as well, because yesterday, in the East Room of the White House, when discussing victims of gun violence, he was brought to tears. Which is a deeply moving sight, but some people are criticizing it, because it is unusual to see a president cry. Remember, FDR was roundly criticized for this fireside chat.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. But then again, fear is so scary. Oh, what's the use? Hitler's gonna kill us all. We're doomed.
People generally only remember the first part of that quote. Now, I have said repeatedly on this show that I have no idea what to do about gun violence other than someone should do something. And I've got nothing against this as a start. I think on the issue of guns, someone should show some emotion. Because every time there's a mass shooting, opponents of gun control say we shouldn't take action while we're emotional. We have to wait until we've had the proper time to grieve. Now, grieving means going through the 5 stages: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. We're really good at the denial part. You know how much we eat. But then we skip straight to the acceptance. A week later, we're like, hey, have you seen the new Bachelor? How's he gonna deal with the twins? I'm worried about Lace. Dink, dink, dink. Seriously, I'm worried about her. And I think the president is right. It's important that we go through all the stages of grief. There is a set process. Like if you catch on fire, you stop, drop, and roll. You don't just stop and then wait for the marshmallows to arrive. So the president has gone through anger and way past bargaining, because yesterday he decided to go it alone around the Congress and issue a my way or the highway, balls to the wall executive order clarifying existing laws and noting that criminal penalties already exist for violating those laws. Kaboom! A fiery hailstorm of gentle reminders. It turns out in this case, the president is less of a tyrannical overlord and more of an assistant lifeguard-in-chief. Come on, you guys, knock it off. The sign says no horseplay. Because this executive order on gun control might be firing blanks.
He cannot require background checks for every gun sale. They can't ban gun sales to people on no-fly lists. And you also can't ban large-capacity magazines.
Also, there's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't buy an assault weapon. AR-15, bud, he's not in heat, he's packing heat. But that is what the president can't do. Here's what he can do. The ATF can implement stricter standards over which sellers are exempt from having to do background checks. One factor might be whether an unlicensed gun dealer has a business card. Hey, not everybody can get one of these. It's a very stringent process. You need to live near a Vistaprint and have a valid email address. This one proves I'm a licensed dealer at the gun show. Ladies, the store is always open. Still, I, for one, salute President Obama. The issue of gun control is a powder keg. And at all times, the NRA is cocked, locked, and ready to rock. So as soon as the president made his move, NRA lobbyist Jennifer Baker fired back with a blistering, "This is it, really? They're not really doing anything." Well, here's the thing, Jen, yes and no. The plan may not do anything, but at least the president is doing something, even if that something will do nothing. Because that's better than what we've been doing up till now, which is nothing. Because doing nothing leads to something, and that's acceptance. Acceptance that nothing will ever be done. But if enough people do something, even if it does nothing, maybe one day someone will do something that does anything. And wouldn't that be something?